The first rule of wealth is, your income can only grow as much as you do. The second rule of wealth is, if you want to change what is visible, you must first change what is invisible. The third rule of wealth is, money is a result, wealth is a result, health is a result, illness is a result, your weight is a result. We live in a world of causes and effects. The fourth rule of wealth is, thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, actions lead to results. The fifth rule of wealth is, when the subconscious has to choose between emotions and logic, emotions almost always prevail. The sixth rule of wealth is, if your motivation to earn money or achieve success stems from an unfavorable source, such as fear or anger, money will never bring you happiness. The seventh rule of wealth is, consciousness is the observation of your own thoughts and actions that allows you to make a genuine choice in the present moment, rather than acting based on prior programming. The eighth rule of wealth is, you can choose to think in a way that will help you achieve happiness and success, instead of in a way that distances you from happiness and success. The ninth rule of wealth is, money is extremely important in areas where they provide something, and extremely unimportant in areas where they provide nothing. The 10th rule of wealth is, when you complain, you become a real crap magnet. The 11th rule of wealth is, a truly wealthy person is never a victim. The 12th rule of wealth is, if you aim for comfort, you probably won't become rich. But if you aim to be rich, you'll likely end up extremely comfortable. The 13th rule of wealth is, the main reason why people don't achieve what they want is that they themselves don't know what they want. The 14th rule of wealth is, if you are not fully and sincerely committed to creating wealth, it is very likely that you will not succeed. The 15th rule of wealth is, your earnings will be directly proportional to the value you bring to the market. The 16th rule of wealth is, the secret of success is not to avoid or get rid of problems, but to grow so that you are bigger than any problem. The 17th rule of wealth is, if you have a big problem in your life, it just means that you are a small person. The 18th rule of wealth is, each giver requires a recipient, and each recipient requires a giver. The 19th rule of wealth is, the money only makes you more of what you already are. The 20th rule of wealth is, there's nothing wrong with a steady salary if it doesn't limit your earning potential to what you're truly worth. The catch is that it usually does. The 21st rule of wealth is, never set a cap on your income. The 22nd rule of wealth is, people who are wealthy think, you can eat the cake and still have the cake. People from the middle class think, the cake is expensive, so I'll just take a small piece. Meanwhile, poor people believe they don't deserve the cake and end up ordering a donut, focusing on the whole and wonder why they have nothing. The 23rd rule of wealth is, the true measure of wealth is net worth, not earned income. The 24th rule of wealth is, where your attention goes, energy flows, and results improve. The 25th rule of wealth is, until you prove that you can handle what you have, you won't get anything more. The 26th rule of wealth is, the habit of managing money is more important than the amount of money. The 27th rule of wealth is, either you will control money or money will control you. The 28th rule of wealth is, people who are wealthy see in the dollar a seed that can be planted to yield $100 more, which can then be sown again to obtain $1,000 more. The 29th rule of wealth is, the action is a bridge between the inner and outer worlds. The 30th rule of wealth is, a true warrior can tame the cobra of fear. The 31st rule of wealth is, you don't have to try to get rid of fear at all to succeed. The 32nd rule of wealth is, if you are willing to do only what is easy, life will be difficult. But if you are willing to do what is difficult, life will be easy. The 33rd rule of wealth is, you truly grow only when you have no sense of comfort. The 34th rule of wealth is, exercise and managing your own mind is the most crucial skill you can acquire if you want to achieve happiness and success. The 35th rule of wealth is, You can be right or wealthy, one of the two. The 36th rule of wealth is, to earn the most, you have to be the best.